Hello everybody. Oh my gosh, Luna, you're gonna say hello? Oh, big stretch. Yes, right in front of the camera. Way to open up the video, Miss Luna. You wanna say hi? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Here's Miss Luna. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought for today's video, I would do a part 2 to a video that I did a while ago that was really fun. And so I got some more assumptions from you guys on Instagram, and I'm here to let you know, to tell you the truth, if the assumptions that you have about flight attendants in general or me are true or not. So that was my little dance. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first assumption here is about myself, and it says, you're afraid to let us see you get angry about anything. Okay, I don't know about this one. I feel like it's kind of true just because people on the internet can be very judgmental. Oh my gosh, something's like in my eye. Okay, sorry. I think I just got mascara in my eye or something. All right, back to the assumption. So, yeah, I feel like people on the internet can be very judgmental. So there is like a part of me that always tries to present my best self while also trying to be authentic and real with you guys, but also it takes a lot for me to get angry. I am just generally a very happy and positive, go with the flow type of person. Obviously, I have emotions and I do get angry sometimes, but I feel like when I am experiencing those emotions, my first thought is not to whip out my camera and film that, because that's just kind of weird. The next assumption is you are allergic to cats. That is absolutely true. Both me and my boyfriend Eric are super allergic to cats. So we agreed when we started dating that we will probably never own a cat just because we're both so allergic to them, but we love dogs, so we will always have dogs in our household. Also, I have really bad seasonal allergies just in general. I swear when there's some pollen outside, I get like swollen, my eyes hurt, they're red. I'm on a daily allergy pill and a nasal spray, so I feel like on top of all of that, seasonal allergies and having a cat in our house, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. Okay, the next assumption is that flight attendants cheat on their partners. Okay, for whatever reason, I feel like this has just been a nasty assumption about crew members from the beginning of time in terms of flight attendants, is that flight crew, that they're cheaters. And I just personally don't see that. I've been flying for almost 6 years now, and personally, I have not seen it. It doesn't mean that it's not out there, but I don't go looking for those kinds of things. I am not up in other people's business. Also, I personally feel like if you are someone who is going to cheat, you're gonna cheat no matter what your job title is. So of course, are there flight attendants out there who have probably cheated? Yes, but there are also millions of people across the world, no matter what their job title is, that have cheated on their significant other as well. The next assumption goes along with relationships, and it says you're not happy with Eric. Okay, obviously that is not true. We have been together for a really long time. We are super happy, and I genuinely feel like if either of us were not happy, we would not have remained in the relationship. I feel like people sometimes have this assumption about couples in general that are on social media, or where one person is on social media and the other isn't. That explains mine and Eric's relationship. Like, he is not on social media hardly ever at all. He does not post. That is not his thing. Obviously, I am on social media. I have multiple social media platforms and I love it, but just because you're not posting with or about your significant other constantly does not mean that you are not happy. I would assume that you are always kind. Thank you. But my question is, have you ever flipped on someone at work? No, I have not. Okay, here's the thing. I've definitely been stern with passengers before, just because working in a field that is not only customer service based, but is safety related too. So obviously safety always comes first. And so there have been times where I have had to be stern with passengers who are not complying with the rules that I have to tell people about as a flight attendant in terms of flying. I've never flipped on someone. Like, I've never just like lost my marbles and screamed at someone, you know, stuff like that. But I have definitely had to, you know, put on my stern look and, you know, just make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to in order to be safe. Because at the end of the day, my job, which I take very seriously, is to get you from point A to point B as safely as possible. The way I approach situations is to always lead with kindness and sympathy while also keeping a safe environment on the airplane. The next question is that working, or the next assumption I should say, is that working as a flight attendant is incredibly demanding and it must take a toll on your health. My first reaction is, yeah, I would probably agree with that and say that assumption is true. It is definitely a demanding job, and especially in the beginning when you are on straight reserve or whatever your airline has in terms of reserve. So you're working a lot of really early mornings, late nights, sometimes all night long. Sometimes you're up at 2 in the morning to get ready for work, and then sometimes you're still working at 2 in the morning, and that's just kind of the life as a flight attendant. And these are all things that hopefully everybody knows going into the job, is that it is a 24/7, 365 day a year operation. The airline industry does not sleep. And so yeah, sometimes it can be incredibly demanding on your body. I would assume that you never have a bad day at work. Okay, I mean, come on, that is just not true. As much as you can love a job, of course you're still gonna have bad days at work. I love being a flight attendant. I love my job as a whole, but of course I'm still gonna have bad days, and that doesn't mean that everything is always sunshine and rainbows and perfect every single day. To pretend that you absolutely love every single aspect of your job, every single moment, every single second of every single day, is just not truthful. We are all allowed to have bad days, and it just happens. Sometimes crappy things happen no matter what your job is. I would assume that you are a party girl, but it also kind of seems like you're not because of Luna and Eric, and being outdoors and in nature is more of your style. Okay, so not true to the first one that you are a party girl. I am actually the opposite of a party girl. But yes, Luna, Eric, and being outdoors is definitely more my style. I mean, I went to some parties in high school and in college just because that's like kind of what you do. The thought of going to a bar sounds miserable to me. Like a loud bar with tons of alcohol around me, or a club, that just doesn't sound fun for me. More fun for me would be, you're exactly right, Eric, Luna, the beach, being outdoors, traveling to new places. That is just more my style. Believe it or not, I have actually never even been to a nightclub. I think I just have this inner grandma in me who just loves to read and be in peace and quiet. I would assume that you are a pretty positive person. That assumption is correct. Yes, I am a pretty positive person. Of course, I have my moments where I'm really sad or not feeling so good, or I'm just frustrated or being really negative about a certain thing or situation, but I really genuinely do try to live my life from a place of gratitude, love, and positivity. Honestly, because of gymnastics, I have had a lot of really nasty injuries. I've had 1 foot surgery, 2 knee surgeries. I tore my labrum in my shoulder, and I also had a bone bruise of like my inner thigh / hamstring that was really bad, that it like went into the muscle or something. I don't even remember, but it was so painful. So I've had a lot of pain in my life and like in my upbringing from the sport of gymnastics. I was definitely very injury prone, and I used to be really negative about that aspect of my life, but I have tried to find a way to turn my pain and the different things that I've gone through in my life to my strengths and something to be proud of, and to look back on in my life and say like, wow, I got through that, I did that. Like, I'm a very strong-willed and incredible person. And I'm not saying that to sound arrogant, but I'm saying that just because I'm really proud of who I am today, and I'm really proud of my mentality and the way that I look at life now. I feel like this is a general assumption about flight attendants, that our purpose is only to serve food and drinks, and of course I would hope that all of you after watching my channel would know that that is not true. Obviously, as flight crew, we are on that airplane primarily for your safety. Of course, we want to provide a good service though, and you know, we do the drinks and all of that, but safety is always a priority. That's why we go to 6.5 weeks of training, is to learn how to save your life on an airplane if need be. I assume that you are super organized and have your life completely planned out. Okay, so I am organized in terms of day-to-day things. Like, I have my list of tasks that I want to do and cross them off, and I try to really keep like an organized apartment, if that makes sense. But no, I mean, I don't have my life completely planned out, and I think that's the beautiful thing about life, is I don't want to have that completely planned out, because I had no plans when I was a kid to grow up and become a YouTuber and a flight attendant, and now I'm so happy that this is what my life is, and I don't want to have some sort of plan for myself, and then if it doesn't work out, be really disappointed. Like, I just want life to completely surprise me from here on out. Of course, there are certain really big things that I want to accomplish in my life and things that I want to do, but I don't necessarily necessarily have those things planned out or have a timeline for those things. I would also assume that you always go to bed with a clean kitchen. Okay, you guys, so that was one of my New Year's resolutions that I made, and I think I told you about it, was every night to go to bed with a clean kitchen, a clean apartment, just so that way when I wake up, it's nice and clean and peaceful. I will tell you that, of course, I've missed a few days here or there where we're just too tired to do the dishes or to pick up and whatnot, but I would say 95% of the time we have stuck to our goal of making sure that we go to bed with a clean apartment, but we have slipped up a few days here and there. I assume that you bring a book with you everywhere you go. Yes, that assumption is absolutely true. As you all know, I love to read. It is my favorite thing to do in my downtime. It's definitely such an escape for me, and I feel like too, especially with my ADHD, it's really good for me to be able to concentrate on a book, and sometimes I definitely get hyper fixated and like hyper focused on a book, and it's almost like I can do nothing else. Like once I start, I just can't stop reading. But yes, I absolutely love to read, and I always have a book with me, whether I'm traveling, whether I'm here at my house, whether I'm going to the grocery store. It's just like my comfort thing. Like I've just always gotta have one with me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Luna just let out the loudest sigh I have ever heard. It's 2 o'clock right now, and usually between 2 and 3 is when we take her on a walk, so that's probably what she's waiting for. I'll take her once I finish filming this video though. You're so funny, Loon. I would assume that you are super lovely and bubbly as you are in your vids. Thank you so much. I mean, of course I have my moments where I am not just super excited and happy and bubbly, but I want to say for the most part that yes, this is who I really am in person, and I have met a few of you guys in person. So if you do ever see me at the airport, on a plane, or anywhere in public, please come say hello, because you guys really do mean the world to me. I genuinely would not have my platform, this channel, I would not still be making vlogs if it weren't for all of you. I assume that you never swear. Okay, so that is definitely not true. I swear kind of a lot, actually. It's probably something that I should work on, but I never swear here on YouTube just because I know that there's a lot of people who don't like language like that, and also I don't know, you might have like kids in the background while you're playing my video and you don't want them hearing that. Also because YouTube will flag you and they might take away your channel for foul language and for swearing, so I just don't swear here on my channel. But I definitely curse and say like bad words in real life. I assume that you enjoy your own company and are very independent. Yes, I would say that definitely more so now than I used to. I feel like I am much more independent as a person now than I used to be when I wasn't a flight attendant, and I feel like becoming a flight attendant has forced me to become more independent, because sometimes it's like if I want to go see something on my layover and the other crew members don't want to do it, I just got to go do it myself. I learned now, like, I'm not afraid to eat dinner alone. I'm not afraid to go out to restaurants alone. I'm not afraid to do things alone now because of my career, whereas without being a flight attendant, I don't know if I would have those same feelings. So yes, I do very much enjoy my own company. You are born with yourself, you will die with yourself. You are the only person that is with you from the moment you are born to the moment you die. So I feel like you have to learn to love yourself and enjoy your own company. But of course, like, I still love being around other people as well too. This might sound strange, but it's a lot easier for me to film on my layovers if I go out by myself and I'm not around other crew members, just because I can do exactly what I want at the pace that I want. I just feel awkward filming around other people sometimes, even if like they say they don't care at all. I don't know, just something about it feels awkward to me. I feel like that's another reason why I like my independence too, is because I can vlog and just like feel free. Okay, last few assumptions. I assume that you are disciplined. I would have to say yes to this one. I am honestly a very disciplined person, especially if I really want something. I will absolutely go after it. Growing up as an athlete absolutely helped me with that too. Okay, last assumption is you have a list of countries and cities that you would love to visit but haven't been to yet. Yes, I do. I have a list of different countries and cities and places that I want to go. I also have a list on my phone of different things to do at those cities, specifically cities where we have layovers as flight attendants, and different things that I can go do. A lot of times people ask me, like, how do you know what to do on your layovers? Like, how do you know what excursions you want to do, etc.? And it's because I research a lot of the different cities that we fly to, and that way I'm like, okay, if I ever have a layover here, I can just look on my list and see, okay, these are different things that I might want to go do. All right, you guys, so I think I'm going to conclude everything here, but if you have any other assumptions, let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!